Hey y'all, Ashton here with EXP Realty. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the 3 most common types of residential real estate rentals in Austin. We'll start with the more conservative, generally, the long-term unfurnished rental. Typically, a rental would be 12 months or longer. You get a tenant in, you don't have a whole lot of repairs or interaction or lease questions or vacancy or whatnot, and those people are generally great and good to go for at least 12 months. And then the lease renewal comes up. Oftentimes people don't want to move all their stuff out of the unit and then to some other place. And so they're usually okay with minor rent increases as well. So these are generally looked at as the more conservative approach to rental property. However, compared to the other two, they have lower returns on a monthly basis than some other types of rental property. The next type of rental is one I am pretty much most excited about. It is a furnished month-to-month rental for somebody who is moving here from California or New York or Florida or Coronaville, wherever, wants to come to Austin and they don't know where they want to live yet. They want to come buy a house, but they're not sure yet. So what I provide is a furnished unit for them to come in at just reduced cost compared to a hotel for a few months or an Airbnb for a few months, and provide all the furniture, plates, everything they could possibly need. Show up with your suitcase and stay a while. I have one unit currently that's rented by an insurance company because their tenant had a fire, and so they are here for a long time and the returns are great. Another pro to this type is that once it's initially leased, there's not a whole lot of upkeep. And because I am planning ahead, I know exactly when people are going to move out, so I have the next tenant lined up ahead of time already. Because it's easy to lease and supplies a great return, it is easy to justify nice things in the property. People like nice things. When they come and pay a premium to stay at some place for an extended period of time, they want nice things. The cheap furniture and chairs and everything that falls apart, that's broken, you buy it once, you have to replace it again in 6 months. That is a waste. When we put decent items in these units, they last tremendously longer. But obviously there are some unknowns to this type of rental as well. If it is not actively managed, there could be a lot of vacancy in between tenants. Also, the cost of initially furnishing a unit can seem larger than it really has to be. I recommend this type of rental be actively managed by somebody who knows what they're doing. My wife and I are coming up with a system to not only furnish these units for customers, but actively manage them and keep them leased on a regular basis so they can get the exceptional returns that are possible with this type of rental and not have to manage the releasing it every month or two or signing new leases or vetting background checks and all that kind of stuff. The last one, and generally considered to be the most risky of residential rentals, is the short-term rental, the Airbnb, VRBO, home away. You never know who's showing up with how many, with how big of a party they're gonna have. There is liability and cleanup and damage that comes with these types of properties, but they generally provide quote unquote the best return as far as monthly income. VRBOs and those types of properties generally have a great return, and you can use the property whenever you want to. If it's a vacation in Galveston or in Austin or in Colorado, in a place that you know that your family vacations, Airbnb is a good option because you have use to that property whenever you like it. Another one of the cons is that a lot of Airbnbs that are actively rented and on the market are actually not even allowed to be there. City of Austin only allows a certain amount of permits. They haven't been issuing permits in a long time, and so these types of rentals have the risk, if they're in an HOA or in a certain city that doesn't allow it, of actually being discontinued and not even allowed to do it anymore. Also, when you have somebody else manage these, because they are so much work and all that stuff, they come with high management costs. Somewhere between 30 and 40% of the revenue you bring in, you pay for out in management costs. So these do definitely have some advantages. I have an Airbnb in my backyard, but they also come with some difficulties as well. I hope you found this video super helpful. Again, my name is Ashton with EXP Realty. I have been doing the rental type businesses since 2013. I've got a bunch, I've had a bunch, and looking to get a bunch more. I'm always on the cutting edge of what's available. I would love to help you or anybody you know buy any real estate in the greater Austin area And please like, comment, and subscribe below. If you comment below, I will send you a landlord and tenants guide, which is a breakdown of everything you could possibly need to know when managing property. And I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.